person before they were appointed. You should know that according to the Constitution, some people have signed. According to the rule of law, some people have signed. So you just don't think because politics is numbers, that means you should know that they have supporters in the House. You should know the Constitution guarding. Me seated here, I know the rules and law guiding me here. I won't allow somebody, I won't stand up and mess myself up in front of the whole world, people watching and me saying, and you know, it got to a point he started saying, are we your slaves? That was
what made the rounds.
That
was what made the rounds.
Why are you imposing leaders on us? You can suspend me if you like. You can walk me out if you like. But after the whole thing was being explained to him, how did he feel?
I think we should manage. I think Nigeria we're tensed, and I think people should manage their emotions.
For them, they are not tensed. No,
especially,
I said that.
Especially like leaders. What I'm saying is, they have followers.
The leaders are not tensed.
No, they have followers. So
they are not tensed because they are buying leaders. They have comfort. They have billions allocated to them. They are not tense. We are the one that are tense.
Yeah, I think people should learn to manage their emotions. You can face up to the Senate president to say, hey, I don't agree with this. I do agree with this. You can face him up. There's nothing wrong in him confronting the Senate president. But whilst you're doing that,
you should confront him with the right way.
We should understand their rules and regulations.
I have issue that it's on this note that he had to confront the Senate president. A Labour Party, by the way, we were expecting the Labour Party to have confronted the both President of the Senate and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to talk about some allocations and some money spent in the way they are borrowing, because people during the election saw Labour Party like a saint, like a messiah that is coming. Even Peter Obi defended them for wanting to collect 160 million vehicle. You did not stand up to face Akpabio and tell Akpabio to his face and say, we are not beggars in Nigeria. Let's stop begging.
We don't like beggars.
We don't want that 160 million vehicle. What happened to innocent vehicle? But when it comes to leadership, when it comes to, if there is not that, there is a particular goodie bag in that position you were shouting for. Definitely, why are you dragging position? There's, when we're in school, they want to choose class rep. You see people dodging their face. I don't want class rep. I don't want class rep. Now you are coming to you are fighting for position that you know you will work. If you will work for position, there are certain things that you would have done, and people will even stand up to support you while you're fighting. What is the thing that Labour Party senators have done in the House, both the upper chamber and the lower chamber?
Okay, but
nothing.
Let me come in there. They have rights to get positions in.
I did not say they
no,
did not have
I want
rights.
to come in there so that we can know how this discussion is going. From my own end, I need to put things down the way it is. I got your point when you said, when they brought up the car issue, you expected the Labour Party to react to it. I did. I wanted that reaction as well, because Nigerians are crying, we don't have anything, this is not happening well. I expected them to come up and say, no, we're not going to take these vehicles.
Please, you can join in the conversation. OD, please put the number on the screen. Let's have people's opinion as well.
Okay, I expected them to say, we're not going to take the vehicle, we prefer Nigerian-made vehicles. But we didn't see that happen in the House. And so now, this is coming. Well, it's coming this way, the way it's coming this way. But I think we want, there's nothing they can do. They're just few in the House.
Actually,
there's nothing they can do.
Actually, for me,
they can
there
do
is a point that I'm expecting that I thought
Bella
want to make.
They can stand up and reject.
Are you saying this one you did was a voice?
No, not this one.
This is just a voice. Now, if you can do this, if he can do this, he can become a voice. If he can, that's what me I'm saying. If Nigeria are expecting Labour Party, yeah, they are the minorist leader in the House, because the YPP already decamped to the APC. Yeah. We believe the APC and the PDP they have the same attitude, the same nature, the same lifestyle, because still the same people that left the PDP that came to APC.
So it's recycling.
It's recycling. But the Labour Party, though Labour Party has been existing for a while, the NLC give birth to the LP. But see, the LP of today is like a newborn baby. that is ready to discharge anybody, to chop anybody and let Nigeria know that this is a new era. We are here for the Sorosoke generation. But how come that they have to Sorosile when it comes to when
they are all politicians?
They did not say anything.
It's all about their stomach.
So when it comes to losing position, you are standing up. When it comes to fighting
only
for
the
the
gullible
people,
will believe
you kept
them.
quiet.
I don't believe them.
This
My
to say
politician,
all politicians in Nigeria
forget about it,
are
they're on the stage.
selfish.
You know why I am not surprised about his outcry? If you check who Labour Party is actually, from the way they disburse and divulge their actions most times, it's always attached with emotions. They have never been able to stand aloof to give their point. They will look at the trendings, they will look at what the people want to hear, and then they will build a story around people's emotions. So I am not surprised about what they are doing. This shows that we don't have people who actually have the interests of the masses at heart. Number one, if you have a representative as your politician is a representative, it's about his own interests first. He represents himself first. That is why you will see someone who is supposed to be a carrier of the law, he must have digested the law before going into the Senate. We believe that you are going there, you know why you are there, you know the law, you know everything. Look at how he has demoted and downgraded himself. Talking about what he does not even know about. He does not know that there are criteria for it.
I think it's good you have opposition speak. I think it's good this is happening. Well, it makes politics interesting. It makes democracy.
But they should do it rightly.
It makes it rightly. It's not a must. People must take to what you say. But sometimes when this thing comes up, people get educated through it and they move ahead.
Yes,
so I like what is happening because some people don't know that, hey, people have to endorse.
All right, thank you very much. This takes us to the next story where we have 5 governors that are facing heavy backlash for misappropriation of public funds. We have 5 governors. We have Lagos State. Lagos State is number 1 on the list. We have Ondo State. That is my town. Even our governor is in Ibadan, operating from Ibadan, ruling from Ibadan. I don't understand. We have Osun State. We have Abia State. And we have Edo State. Obaseki in the news again. He has been in the news recently.
Separation of COVID funds.
Excuse me, I just came.
COVID funds came. When they are buying, when they are spending, one said, I think one spent 8 billion on meal. I don't have the exact figure, but the figures.
Okay.
In fact, the figures are absurd.
I didn't go through that story, but I will tell you because I just came 3 days ago back to Lagos, and I took the route of taking. I took a Sienna from Lagos to Delta State, Asaba precisely. And on my way, the route, when we got to Benin, there's a flyover, there's another, what do they call that place? Bypass.
All the roads are bad.
And they said, the driver said he's not going to take the bypass. If he tries that bypass, we're stuck for 7 hours. And if he takes the other route, so someone said there is a Sapele route. I've not taken that before, but we have to take that. But we got to a point where I said, hey, do we have a governor in this state? Honestly, that took me back to Lagos, and I said, thank God I'm in Lagos. Thank God I reside here. Taking that route, going to Delta State, they said it's better. I just went, was it Saturday or Sunday last week, and it's a week, you know. And they said, what's better? I said, better what? The galore, the road, the road is, I said, this cannot be better. I said, this one is better because it didn't rain. If I had taken that route through rain, I should forget the journey for the day. A journey that is supposed to take me 6 hours, if I had taken that route, it was going to take me 12 hours. The question is, who does this? Waiting doors.
Okay, I have a colleague who traveled to Ekiti State.
This is not funny.
And I'm telling you, she's not yet balanced till now. Her legs are still shaking. Ekiti State, the roads are bad. In fact, when you are out of Lagos State, whenever they come back, people that travel by road, because me, I don't even like traveling. I have phobia for traveling. So the roads are so bad that people will keep talking that the lady that when my colleague that went to Ekiti State, when she was going, she was full of life, bouncing, Ekiti is gonna be fun, there's gonna be bush tree, there's gonna be propaganda, there's gonna be
when she came back, big
and when she came back, I was asking her, she couldn't talk. It's until yesterday that she now told me that experience. Even I met one of them that traveled together with them, and I'm telling you,
the roads are bad.
She has been sleeping for 48 hours.
I know.
Could these roads be federal roads? Because
Even if it's federal road,
okay,
the
let's
state
say
governors
people
will tell you it's not their responsibility to rehabilitate these roads. They will tell you that.
You have federal roads across the country.
Yeah.
But I think someone said, because the former minister Fashola said they shouldn't touch federal road, maybe they are using that to enact wealth for themselves, so the man stopped it. But even at that, the federal roads, we have seen over the years, over times, where state governors will fix the road and then the federal government will pay later. That's why when you hear them say federal government is owing, it's one of those things, because of one of those things.
Then there will be proper
coming back on
documentation.
Monday, just this past Monday, I couldn't believe it. And I was going to be on air on Tuesday morning. I began to wonder, you cannot fly. Do you know how much is flights? We're talking about 75, 80 flying, or 55 minutes, less than 55 minutes from Lagos to Asaba. I don't have that kind of money. Now, even the roads, fuel is not even there for us to even, the Sienna, they are saying 28,000. Even the 28,000, you are stuck in traffic. I'm talking about great luck, not traffic. There's a great luck. You fly up, you descend, and you ascend. All your legs, your bones. Do you know someone 60, 70 years old cannot even go through that route? Yes. If you want to live long, you say you're traveling. What kind of traveling? What kind of trip? The roads are bad. I went when it's dry. It's not when it was wet.
We discussed, okay, you went on to this table on Monday, I think it was I and Stanley. And Mr. Mann. Guardian did an analysis of what the government is spending, both in Lagos, that's what we're talking about, the Lagos government, Ondo State government, Edo State, Abia State, and Osun State. But they've all come out to debunk the rumor. That's why I want to balance that report this morning. We saw an analysis by the Guardian that the Lagos State governor, for his office, for fragrance, just spending about 7.5 billion naira for fragrance alone. So absurd. I'm telling you, the figures are so absurd.
2 billion.
I'm not saying that. Later, I saw it on social media, 2 billion, but the Guardian reported 7.5 billion naira. You know, Guardian with their stories, they always come with analysis.
And you know the reason why I said 2 billion? Because Sanwo-Olu was outside to say it was supposed to be 2 million. That there was a mistake.
There was a mistake.
But
so, Guardian reported 7 something.
So I was wondering how Guardian got their whole.
Okay.
No, it was after Guardian reported
that
some social medias and bloggers carried 2 billion.
2 billion, yeah.
It wasn't 2 billion.
But I saw 7.5 billion for fragrance, and that was when I now called on the state.
I think they accumulated some of their money.
Let me plead my case, please. I'm calling on the Lagos State governor that people that are collecting 2 million for fragrance, please just give me that contract. Someone I will give you my homemade fragrance.
Oh,
So, but to cut the long story short, they've all come out to debunk the
Of course.
Nothing like that.
Of course.
That there are some people out there that are trying to tarnish their image because it's so absurd. If it's true, they should quickly reverse. They should take a reverse back and go and adjust all those crazy bills. Because the nation as it is, that's what we're discussing here. We have bad roads. You go out of Lagos, you're in Lagos, you're driving, you're enjoying your ride, not even everywhere in Lagos State. When we look at Ikorodu, Berigbe, where Toke is coming from, I'm telling you.
Berigbe.
Thank you for recognizing it correctly.
We have bad roads, not only in Ikorodu, in some areas. Now, I'm talking about Ogba. Lagos State Governor, what is happening in Ogba? That road that leads to Excellence Hotel, that long road, I don't know what the name of the road is called. That major busy road in front of the police station and WAEC. I think there's a WAEC office there. And yes, and there's a police station there. What is happening to that road? Please, 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 please. If it's federal road,
so that's state road. It's state that owns it. We should call commissioner for works.
For work.
If they can demolish houses so they cannot fix roads.
I'm telling you.
Oh God, see, why I'm saying this thing they said, Sanwo-Olu said it was a mistake. Me, I'm annoyed because such a document, before it comes out to the public, must have passed through some tables. So the first person made a mistake, the auditor made a mistake, the accountant made a mistake. That means Lagos is making a mistake somewhere. If you can make a mistake of 2 billion, 2 million to 2 billion.
Okay, now this is it. They said the document was prepared for it, but the Lagos State governor did not approve the document.
Who prepared
so
to be in
it was that
jail?
document that
Yeah, you prepared 2 billion to buy finances to buy. Is it that there is a dead body or a
But the
graveyard?
governor has come to debunk the news.
They both debunked the news.
The governor has said there's nothing like that. And let's just allow that, because he has said there's nothing, you can't force it.
You know,
but that was what they also said about the yash, you know.
I feel like the yacht was a different case.
No, that was the same thing. The first
It was
said,
even
the president,
was misinformation.
The president said,
it was pushed.
no, the president said
it's just a yacht, but it's not a yacht.
The president explained it.
The military,
yes, but it will be addressed as presidential.
We do not know the term.
It will be addressed as presidential yacht. Yeah.
It's the technology they have the terms.
Yes.
But the terms they use, we do not understand it. The common man do not understand it. But when they say presidential yacht,
we
it
believe
means
it was for the
Navy
president.
yacht. That's how they call it, presidential yacht.
Okay, but
And
the
I think it was
president
not
came
being
up.
approved.
No, the president came up to say they didn't explain it well.
He wasn't the one that prepared the documents.
He said because the rounds it was too much on the social media, and he said no, it's presidential yacht, but they meant was Navy. They needed to explain when you write, but when they presented the budget, they did not explain. Open bracket close. They didn't
like
put
the
that.
Air Force
So people
presidential
thought
jet
it was
does not
supposed to
mean
be
it's
for
a
the
private
president,
jet.
and later they said it's not for the president. So if we're doing a documentation, we should properly state, so that it doesn't cause people to look at you as a bad person.
Yeah.
No.
But you know the yacht has been
The money has been diverted.
It has been diverted to the student loan bill.
But I want you to know that about that yacht is being in papers during the
long time.
No, some people took
So not this
advantage.
present administration.
Some
It's not
wicked
from them.
politicians
Yeah.
that are by every means looking for the downfall of this administration were the one who put it outside for people to think,
that
in this
it's
time, this is what
outrageous.
you want to get, you know. So
No, it
it's
has been
normal.
there for a long time.
It's
just
normal. It was Buhari who signed
for
it.
people to keep explaining, for the leaders to keep explaining to us when you're doing a
Thank God they
documentation.
Thank God we have a government that will always explain, come out to make things transparent. If it were in the past,
There are some
People
things
shout
that Nigerians
They've
are
all been
speaking
explaining.
about. They should
Even
explain.
Buhari in the
You
papers have
explain,
explained. They've
Tire.
all been. It's not because it's this
Evidence,
government. It's not because it's this government. They've all been explaining.
no. I know what I said when I
explanation.
said this government is being transparent. If it
Yeah,
were
they have been
during,
Let's wait.
communicating.
No,
talking about
Let's wait and
communications,
if they are not, I'm sure
transparency,
we'll discuss it here. If they are not, I'm sure we are going to take
transparency
them
in the
up.
sense
Just like
that
we
they
did the government.
carry
Yes.
everybody
So
along.
many things that
They
is
carry
being-
everybody
it's been released
along.
on social media. It's been in
Tessie,
existence for long,
Tessie,
but we
Tessie.
don't know about
Let's
it. But
wait
because
first.
of the transparency, no, I can say
That's what
Yes,
they
you
were.
are
They
right.
were
For
I just want to
analyzing.
say
that
something.
there's transparency in this government.
The use of social media 8 years ago, the population on social media 8 years ago, you cannot compare with
Ah,
it.
it's too
Of
much
course.
now.
This generation is a Sorosoke generation.
Of course.
Any little thing from the corner of
So,
their room.
I'm
Imagine that young girl that the father was saying buy iPhone, not buy iPhone. Imagine the kind of audience it's generated on social media. So social media now is like the first place people now go to before they make reports in police station.
They will report their
They
first.
immediately police stop you. Either you are right or wrong.
Bam!
Everybody
They
see
have
them, because people will always come for you. So I
it's a
believe
good
this
thing.
this administration.
Somehow.
Tessie.
You have to be
explain
careful.
tire.
They will explain.
If it's somebody like Buhari, you are saying 5
Exactly.
billion.
They will not even just answer you.
We explain tire. What about the Buhari administration?
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. Even with the social media, why will not even answer
Social
you?
media one, personality two.
Yeah, that's
Buhari personality, if you like,
If you
try
like,
fire.
try from now,
He
you
will
can
send the
answer
money
you.
and travel to London for
So
medical
if we
checkup.
look
He
at
spent 2
if
months
we look
there,
at the
come back.
former government, if you look at the former
Exactly
government,
my
this
point.
government is not
It's not
Former
transparent.
government, the
They will explain.
leader was leader in 1983.
no.
Aside that, the leaders are
I'm going somewhere.
So
The
the
time when Buhari
so
did.
everybody's monitoring.
Tessie, the first time when Buhari was the head of state in Nigeria, was there social media?
The former
No,
president, Muhammad
he's
Buhari.
not used to it.
The former
When he
president
came
is
back,
talking now. He has come up and starts defending himself.
No, he's talking
Why
former
he's talking?
president.
Yes. He said
when
will not kill me.
I signed the
He doesn't want
sign
people
of
to
Naira.
kill him.
I know.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's an achievement that
We should
Thomas
get
Lagos
cold
has
water water on this table.
So let me say
Discussing Nigerian problem without water can make it wahala.
That 1,000 naira that when you wash it with your cloth, it will not
well, we know on this table. Our money was bleaching.
And the rain beats you.
Ah, well, forget
well, that money is gone.
Nobody will take it.
So that's what he's proud of.
He's coming out to talk now.
But the former president,
one of the things he said, Vera.
His Excellency, former President Muhammadu
Of course, we still have to respect him.
Because he saw that they finished him on social media. They finished him.
He now came out to talk.
They've exposed a lot of things because why people voted for him was just because of that corruption thing.
Yes. I think he was not in control.
You can't say it's not. He was in control.
I think.
But he may be. I don't know how he did it. Something went wrong somewhere.
He wasn't
because how can you say?
We have the issue of
who is
the?
Are you saying father will not be in control of the?
Give her, put it on the table. If you are talking Nigerian problem, that's water for you. That's water for you. You talk Nigerian problem, you drink water. Please, they're not going to say social media. MITV presenter, I'm watching Nigerian problem.
I want to clear the governor of my state.
Okay.
Akeredolu has come out to wash off his hands.
All right.
Of the sum of 7.3 billion naira contingency fund he allegedly spent on himself while on medical vacation. He did not spend you people's money.
Okay, so we need to see that report very
And my governor too in Lagos State did not spend you people's money. My celeb did not spend you people's money. Lagos is working. And Abia State governor who said he did not spend. Why are you looking at me like that? Did you spend the money with
somebody that is begging to supply perfume? We don't talk like this for them. Be playing, they play.
But truth be told, Lagos is working now. We all can attest to that.
It's working.
Yes, they are working as
work.
No. Mr. Governor, let me get this. Please, that Ogba road, that place.
Is that your route to
leave Ogba. Let's talk about Ferribe. Let's talk about Igbogo.
You need to go and see that road though.
There are some road. Go to Abule Egba.
I don't know the name of that road, but that road is a very popular road. It's a road that leads to Ogunusi road.
There's something with that road with Tessie.
Honorable Faleke, thank you.
You just called one of the most hard-working honorable in Nigeria.
So Honorable Faleke, what is happening? And those street lights you are doing.
I don't know that man. His work made me know.
Vandalizing it, or they are supplying you fake materials. Because I know Honorable Faleke is working.
Yeah, he is.
I can tell you.
Ojodu Road.
But that Ogunusi road.
It's Lagos State now.
Working.
But we need them to do more.
They should do more. We are pointing out
Edo State is nowhere. Edo State, I don't even understand Edo State.
Edo State, we need special prayer for Edo State because Edo.
I don't understand.
You can see Edo State. It's
like I don't understand you.
They want to dig swimming pool on the road. Edo, you drive small, you swim small. You drive small, you swim small. Because only God understands what is going on.
I heard that they're working.
They should. This working. They've been working on that Aja road. They've been working on that Aja. I think they should just.
Then Ekiti State Governor, what is happening? Lagosian came to your state, and after coming back from your state, they fell because of your road.
Maybe it was the water. They did not tell you. Ekiti Road is SSS.
Oh, road. What?
No, Ekiti Road is zigzag. Wrong. If you are driving in Ekiti, you want to go and drive on 100. You are just toying with your life. It's like you are playing.
So you are playing on 20.
Even if you can drive on 5. If you tell travelers with them, Ekiti Road is SZ.
All right.
Even a driver, Ekiti Road.
See, if we keep talking about what is happening in Nigeria,
you will drink more water. You have gone and drink more water.
We'll go on a quick break. We'll go on a quick musical break. Relax with music, and when we come back, we'll go on our newspaper review. Don't touch that down. Starley, Paul, the car was in the house for bumper sport. Keep your fingers crossed. That's when you talk sports on MRTV. Talk Stanley on Bumper Breakfast. All right, we'll be back after this break. Don't touch that down. Relax with a good music video. We'll be back.
many voices in my head. Now I want to get things off my chest. When I've been sad, I've been depressed. But I'll be alright, I tell myself. Where I'm coming from, I won't forget. I pray that I don't lose myself. Because no go forget me for yeah. You know, say me self, I did try my best. I'm giving up, please make me strong. Please trade my sorrows for joy. I've been through a lot, I've seen enough. And tell my friends can't open up. So I say, yeah, la, yeah, la, be, yeah, yeah, my humble cry, yeah, my humble cry. I say Bismillah, cause I've been the eye before I sabrika. Nobody listen when I speak my mind, so I keep to myself and to Yahala. If I tell you my problem, you go use me laugh. And if I don't share, I dey die inside. Smiling the day, I dey weep for night. If I win or lose, now me get my life. Give me 2 shots of Hennessy. I know my liver's gone tell on me. I don't really send anybody. Cause at the end nobody did for me. I don't cry, tired. Yes, I don't scream, I don't shout, tired. I'm hoping I don't lose my mind. Cause life really sucks past vampire. I say, yeah, la, yeah, la, be, yeah. Yeah, my humble cry. Yeah, my humble cry.
Welcome back. Who be the Shito as the camera?
Someone cannot just do a little gossip.
Welcome back. Odi. Let it be coming down. Yeah, let it be coming down. All right, straight to the delis this morning. We have the Guardian newspaper. Amid heavy docket. Odi, the Guardian newspaper. Amid the heavy docket, electoral cases overwhelm judges, justice system. And you know why I always like taking the Guardian? There's always an analysis here. 346 judges drawn from various courts for electoral duties. 10 out of 21 apex court justices saddled with 6,884 cases. Judiciary constitute 98 panels for 1,209 election petitions. Fastest case from High Court to Supreme Court may take average of 30 years. Rivers Assembly crisis persists as factions hold separate sittings. Confusion as appeal court certified judgment upholds Governor Abba Yusuf's election. APC went off Democratic Council as NNPP backs Atiku on merger. Adebanjo, Clark, Anya orders tax Tinubu on implementation of 2014 confab report. Denying Kanu, Zamfara, Plateau voters their mandate unacceptable, Obasanjo words. Lagos State government said procurement of 440 million SUVs orders in tandem with economic realities. Finally, on the Guardian newspaper, front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning, judge warns public against dropping charms in Lagos courtroom. It will drop on us. And what's the meaning of that?
That's it.
Dropping charms.
That's it.
In Lagos court.
Judges are tired. They must have seen a lot. Like they have to voice out like, don't drop shams here again. They got tired.
Vera, what do we have in the Nation newspaper?
Well, I'm going to take you through the Nation this morning. It says 5,000 kilometers of pipelines vandalized. Yari laments. 1,063 mining operators forfeit licenses. This says fractionized Rivers lawmakers in separate sittings. Senate okays minority leadership in rowdy session. Nigerian company signs $500 million per gas project with German firms. Government asks Supreme Court to extend old Naira notes lifespan. And the writer says here, the nation risks return to currency squeeze crisis. Security are challenges by service chiefs, IG. Police Hill motivated, neglected. Finland frustrating plans to repatriate IPOB chief. And this finally from the Nation newspaper, federal government needs $35 billion for 30 kilometers concrete road. This is from the Nation newspaper.
Yes, on the Punch newspaper this morning, federal government revokes 1,633 mining licenses, vows to sanitize sector. That's on page 21 of the Punch newspaper. Nigeria, Germany signed $500 million renewable energy gas deals. That's on page 20 rather, on the page of Punch. Insecurity. Military blames Forex, demands special court for terrorists. That's page 2 of the Punch newspaper. We have here ghetto in paradise. Abuja people slain in church, endure dumps odor. That's on page 3. $35 billion needed to execute concrete road projects. Umahi. That's on page 20 of the Punch newspaper. Vandal to die by hanging. Accomplice back 16 years on the page 5 of the Punch newspaper. Sanwo-Olu denies fraud. Assembly orders probe. You find that story on the page 26 of the Punch newspaper. And on the banner headline, we have state spent 1.7 trillion naira on trips, meals, and others. Borrow 988 billion naira. State borrow 988.48 billion naira from banks. Order in 9 months. Government gets over 87 billion naira for security votes. Ondo denies 7.3 billion naira diversion. That's all we have on the Punch newspaper this morning.
I'll take you to the lucky stories that made it to the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. The Nigerian Tribune this morning banner headline: Insecurity, service chiefs blame judiciary for freeing suspects, expose how water collide with Boko Haram suspect, express concern over activities of Simon Ekpa in Southeast, call for special court to prosecute insurgencies. I inherited a battered police force, says IGP. PDP lost local government poll in Ogun State because I rejected plots to bribe police. INEC or Passenger. Nigeria targets $10 billion cheap chartered market as Oyetola meets marine and blow economy stakeholders. Reps approve $73.96 as oil benchmark for 2024 fiscal year. Lagos government didn't finance Sanwo-Olu's legal battle, commissioner says. Federal government revoked 1,633 mining titles, warns illegal miners. NNPC unable to pump oil from Warri to Benin in 22 years, Kyari says. Other stories: Nigeria and Germany signed $500 million pact for renewable energy gas export. Why I approve Naira redesign, says Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, says Nigerians hold leadership hostage. And finally, minority leadership seat, Senate in rowdy session as Labour Party kicks. Those are the lucky stories.